Hello, this is Lucas Palmeira from Imaginando, and I'm here today to give you another tutorial on DRC. For today's tutorial, and since many people asked, we're going again to the French touch and the amazing band called Justice. So we're gonna do Phantom Part 2, which is one of my favorite tracks from Justice. And apart from being just two sounds, which is a lead and the noise, we're gonna analyze the lead because it's quite interesting the way that I did it. It's not for sure the way they did it. I'm quite sure that they used real guitar amps for the synthesizers, and I'm just using the stock guitar amp from Ableton, which is not the best for sure, but it will do the trick for me to show you how to make this kind of really full, distorted, and greedy leads and bass lines. So let's get right into it. Okay, so we got two sounds to make. One of them is a simple noise, and the other one is the lead. And the lead is composed actually of three synthesizers of the same sound. The sound sounds something like this. Okay, and we're just listening to the center part. So what I'm going to do now is turn off this equalizer, delay modulator, and the amplifier. Okay, bring back the default patch. Okay. And let's start. So I'm going to start by going to the first oscillator and dropping one octave on a saw. Raising the second oscillator, drop 2 octaves, and detuning to 104. Now performance mode from poly to mono. Sub-oscillator, raise 1 octave, and raise it to maximum. Now pre-gain, we want pre-gain at 914. Okay. And now let's go to the filter. On the envelope generator 2 amount, which is, we want it at 403, this controls the amount of modulation given by this envelope generator on the cutoff frequency. And we want the cutoff frequency at 268 value, like this. And resonance at 668. Like this. And now we go to the first envelope generator that controls the amplitude in time, and we want everything at default, attack at 0, decay 500, sustain 800, but a release of 020. Okay. Now for the second envelope generator, the one that modulates the cutoff, we want 0889, sustain of 0, and a release of 334. Finally, for this sound, we go to this settings button here on the down left corner, choose pitch band and raise the range of the pitch band to 12 dB, to 12 semitones, okay? So now we can turn the guitar amp on. As you can see, I've got a 2.5 gain and I dropped 2 points here on the treble. Delay modulator on with a 410 time, 0 feedback, a little bit of 200 crossover, 297 depth and a low rate of 0.67, and we want about half dry wet. Finally, we have an equalizer that has a low shelf on 63 Hz of 1.8 dBs and a high shelf at 958 Hz of 3 dBs. Okay? So we got the first of the 3 DRCs for the lead. We can actually copy this one, and I'm gonna go to the one on the right, delete this one, and paste it here. And instead of the amplifier and the equalizers, it's the same sound. We have this vinyl distortion that is boosting frequencies and distorting at 3 kHz. Gives this gritty sound. And the delay modulator is basically the same. And then here on the left, I have exactly the same thing. So it's the same patch on the 3 tracks, but the first one has a guitar amp, and the other 2 have vinyl distortion. The other 2 are one 30 to the left, the other 30 to the right, and the main one is right on the center. So the last thing that we've got to do is this noise sound, which sounds like this. Sorry. Like this. Now, default patch. I'm going to turn off the saturator and the equalizer. And let's raise the noise to maximum. Drop the oscillator 1 to 0. Pre-gain at 853. And now envelope generator 2 amount at 0. Let's change the filter from a low pass 4-pole to a high pass 2-pole. And now drop the cutoff to 420. And the resonance to 248. Okay. Now we want decay, sustain at maximum, and release at 0. Sorry, that was on the first envelope generator. On the second one, we want actually 0.62 on the first, on the attack. And then on the release, we want 100. About there, it should be okay. Then we turn on this equalizer. It's cutting frequencies below 225. It has a little dip of 4 dBs at 539 Hertz. It has a high shelf of 4 dBs at 167, and then a boost of 3.8 dBs at 10. Lastly, a saturator of 13 dBs. And we got our noise. Okay, so let me now get this ready for us to listen to. So bear with me just a second. Okay, I think we got everything ready now. Yep, it should be ready. So let's now listen. Just one thing that I didn't tell you was I still have this equalizer on all of them, and this one taking a little bit of the lows. And of course I have a sidechain compressor that is compressing from the kick, everything, from the drums, so it gives the dipping effect. Okay? So this was it, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Remember that I do this not to actually copy the sounds. I try to get them as close as possible, but sometimes, especially when you have some kind of analog materials and than these kinds, guitar amps with cabinets and reamping and things like that. It's really hard to get exactly what the original is, but that's really not the purpose of these tutorials. The real purpose is basically to inspire you to do your own sounds and understand how you can take the most out of the RC and do these amazing sounds that you can do with it. So if you like these tutorials, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. That means a lot to us. And we will be back really soon with more content. So goodbye.